Okay, so yeah, I'm just here in my utility room and got my face paint kit out. As you can tell, and as you probably know, it is Halloween next week. Oh my goodness. Super busy if you're a face painter. It's a mega busy time, but so much fun. So yeah, just doing a bit of a clean up, bit of a sort out of my kit and putting together an inventory of what I need because I am rather low on a lot of my face paints. So yeah, just thought I'd show you what I'm up to. Check out my pumpkins. Look how small. These are my little green ones here. I grew these in my garden. Actually, I'm pretty proud, to be honest. But look how small they are compared to the supermarket one. Anyway. Okay, so this is my kit. This is I was looking for a guitar case. I've used one before and really liked it. This is a musical instrument case. It's from some sort of Indian musical instrument. Got it on eBay about 4 or 5 years ago and it was about 50 quid, brand new, and was brilliant, and it still is. Lasted me a long time, getting a little bit bashed up, but on the whole, it still looks pretty professional when you close the lid. It's got that silvery finish, great locks on it, never broken, handle nice and solid and strong, and it's so easy just to take all my bits down, lie them flat, put my towel across, close the lid and go and leave a party when I'm needed. When you're going from one gig to another, that is super quick and super easy to go. So love it. So yeah, just going to quickly show you. These are all my glitters, which I have in this container, which I got from Hobbycraft. It had little drawers in it previously with little pots. Took those out and now I keep my glitters in them separately. So it just keeps them all separated and clean and ordered and keeps the glitter away from everything else in my case. Most of these are from the face painting shop. I've got baby pinks and golds. I've got some little glitter discs here, which I love. And all sorts of different colours and mixes. I use a lot of these chunky glitters, and especially at weddings, obviously for little girls at parties. I've also got some more chunky glitters. I've got my Aurora glitter just here. I've got some liquid bling in gold, which again is running quite low. So put that on the list. My water bottle, my hand sanitizer, some business cards, and I normally keep some stickers in there as well. Then I've got my bling, and here I've got a little container which I just keep all my separate pieces in here by colour and by shape and size. I've got some little hearts and some little round sizes, and again, none of these have the sticky back. They're all just plain, ready to use with my safe skin adhesives. So that they can be affixed safely to the skin. I've got some pre-made little pieces of bling here, which I will then normally take a few pieces out and put them up here ready for little kids to choose. And the little girls love them, love making these. They're so cute. But yeah, that's all my bling. So I put some up there. Moving on, I have got my mirror. I've got my paints, of course, which are running mega low. I use a mixture of DFX, Tag, I've got some Grimace here. I still use good old Snaz. This are ones, a split cake that I made from Snazaroo. Some of them are still really good. I use Snazaroo Red, it's the best red I can use. I love it. I've got Superstar Ziva, is the only Superstar one I buy. Generally I've got Tag and Diamond Effects are my paints of choice on the whole. Lovely sponges here. I've got some these sponges here. This was an idea from the wonderful Julia Eve, the very talented Julia Eve. These are a little 2-pack of sponges from the supermarket, super soft baby sponges, lovely and soft and squishy, clean very nicely. You cut them into quarters, really good idea. So I've got some of those. I've also got some other sponges that are cut in half and were dyed black. Got my One Strokes, which I've taken an absolute battering and I need to replace. I've got my black towel here, clean black towel, obviously and I rest my paintbrushes on here. Usually when I set up, I take everything out of the case, which is normally flat, open up my brush case, put it flat on here, which goes nicely there here, just handy for me to reach, and I'll just grab a few out and put a few here ready to start painting. My pot, which is from Hobbycraft, this actually is the lid that goes on top of it, which is pretty cool. It's really handy. And I have used it for a few different things before. This here, then the lid is like a box, and inside there I keep change. I put my car keys, I put other little stickers and business cards and anything else that might be useful in there. My water pot then, yeah, this holds paintbrushes if I want it. It will even hold liquid bling goes in there. Funnily enough, I found it clips in and clips out. 3 separate wells to keep all your water separate and clean for rinsing and everything else. But yeah, from Hobbycraft, about a £5, I think, something like that. Nice big one like that. Can be difficult to clean, and Lisa Joy Young has got a similar one. She did a video years ago about this. And there is something about this type of plastic where sometimes it does stain. So especially like blacks and your dark greens and that kind of thing, it can be quite hard to get rid of the staining. But I find it a really useful bit of kit, to be honest. So moving up then, yes, is my brushes, my plethora of black brushes. I keep hung up here my stencils, my BAM stencils. I've got a bag tucked around the back. Good thing about a case is you can hang things off of it and keep them up and out the way. So my clean sponges I keep in this bag here, and I don't have it out at the minute, but I've got another bag like this, which I keep and I hang at the other end here and tuck it out of the way behind so it doesn't look ugly, where I put my dirty sponges. So clean sponges are here, ready to use. They then go in there once I've used them on a child. Fresh sponges come out there, so it just keeps everything clean and tidy. I've then got my laminates up here. So you'll see I've got my health and safety information, disclaimers, all of that kind of stuff there. Underneath my kit, I will keep, and I do keep, this lifts up, I keep product information sheets if people need to know or want to have any more information about some of the products that I use. This, by the way, I should have mentioned, this is a Meron case. So my paints are kept in a Meron case, and it's just folded out flat and kept in there like that. The inserts, the spongy inserts, I did used to use the other circular insert for the other side, you know, when you put the paints in like this, the cake in like that, but it takes up so much space. So I did decant my paints about 6 months or so ago into these individual tiny plastic pots. These are all Velcroed down into the case and keeps them all in one place so they don't move about. And they do have these lids that go with them, which are cool, but they get really mucky, and I'm not sure about that. I may change this situation again in the future, don't know. But you can fit more in because they're obviously in the square size containers. So anyway, yeah, Meron kit, where I keep my laminates and other information and pictures, I will tuck under there. And other things I just want to tuck away, you know, where you don't need people to see them, or business cards or other things from other people that you may meet on your travels. Goes under there. These laminates then, yeah, health and safety disclaimers. You can put any other information up if you need to keep your public liability insurance or a risk assessment or anything else that's useful like that and you need to have with you perhaps. Keep it laminated so it keeps clean and tuck it away or have it out. And so it's there ready if people need to see it for any reason. I also then make these other things on and laminate them. So I've got all of my social media information here if people want to check me out. If I'm busy painting or they're in the queue or they're chatting with their friends, they can go, oh, okay, so she's on Insta or on Facebook and they know where to find me. Really good for promoting yourself, get a lot of bookings that way. I will change up my laminates. I've just put a couple up here, but normally I'll maybe just put one up, depending on what I'm doing. So if I'm doing my glitter tattoos, obviously I'll have that up. If I am painting at an event, I will put this up perhaps, depending on what it is. This is for a fairy festival that I paint at every year. And I have different laminates with different prices on. So depending on how the day is going, depending on my competition, that kind of thing, I've got lots of different ones of these that I can change up. They're lightweight, they're easy to clean, and I can just tuck them in my kit. I also have one for, so if I'm doing a kids party, I maybe put that one up. It looks bright and colourful. And because it's there, it gives you a bit more space to advertise you, what you're doing. It looks a bit more inviting, and I just think it's worth the extra effort. I'll show you another one that I have. This is just like to give people an idea, you know, some of the events that you do. So people may not necessarily think of having you at their wedding, but actually weddings are massively popular. I do lots of weddings. So that's another one that I put up with my contact details, and it just gives people ideas if they're planning an event. So already talked for almost 10 minutes. I'm going to super quick just tell you a couple of little things that I do. You've probably noticed my little lights up here. I've got some little backlights for Halloween. It's just a little, they're just like from the pound shop. and they're battery operated, and they tuck away, the battery pack gets tucked away, they're not in the mains or anything like that, so they're totally safe. And I'll use those for parties. If I'm doing a neon party, I have some little mini black lights that I put up. If I'm doing an anniversary or a more grown-up birthday party, I have these lights here that sometimes I take along with me, which are really cute, depending on the event and depending on what the decor is like and what the requirements are. But yeah, there's a super quick video of my current kit at the moment. So like I say, when I pack up, everything is just put down flat. My towel goes put over the top, brush case folded in half, put down, bang, good to go, and you're done. You're on to the next job. Super quick. I know people use the Guitar Hero cases, and they're really good actually, like I mentioned before. And I do think like the Craft and Goes, oh my goodness, I would love a Craft and Go. They are so good. If you want to know more about the Craft and Goes, similar sort of setup, but they have legs as well. I think again, Lisa Joy Young has a video on the Craft and Goes. A little bit pricey, but I think they're super worth it, and maybe I'll invest in one of those in the future, do another video. Anyway, thank you so much for listening, really appreciate it. If you've got any questions, let me know, I'll be happy to help. Please feel free to comment, subscribe, and yeah, have a happy Halloween. See you later, guys. Bye.